Hey there, my name's Ann. I'm with Nurtured Noggins. I wanted to talk today about logical consequences and what happens when our children do what we've asked them not to do, or they do something that is just not going to fly. We know as adults that there are natural or logical consequences to all of our behaviors. If we stay up too late, then we know that we're going to be tired the next day, or if we drink too much, we know we're going to feel kind of cruddy the next morning. We know what it's like, but our children don't know what those consequences are. And so we can start in the first year of life allowing a child to suffer the natural consequences of their behaviors, in a very subtle and gentle and kind way. And so an example might be a baby who is sitting in a high chair and has eaten their food, and they begin to throw the food off the side. And so they are learning a lot of things by throwing that food off the side of their high chair. One is they're learning just kind of the physics of it, what happens when you throw something and it hits the floor. They're also learning how to get a reaction of the people sitting around them. And they're just having fun. They're using their arms in a new way, and they've got these new skills, and it's fun, and the dog likes to come and eat it, all these things. And so it's fine a couple of times, but if you want to nip that in the bud, then when they begin to throw food off the side of the tray, then the meal's over. And take them out. They must be done eating. If they're not eating anymore, they're throwing their food. And so that's an example of a natural consequence that we can begin really early in life. With older children, there are consequences to the things that they do. If they throw the ball over the fence when they've not accidentally, but intentionally throw the ball, then the ball's gone. I remember when our kids were little and they would fight and squabble, they would be given a job to do together, and I would always give them washing the windows, and I'd give one person the spray, one person the rag. They had to work that out together. But the reason I did that is because they were, in their fighting, they were not working together to solve their own problems. And so by giving them a job where they had to work together and solve their own problems, it was a pretty effective way to get them to stop fighting. They always ended up laughing at the end of that task, up to a certain age. Some tips for using natural consequences. One is give a warning first. You don't want to just, spring this on a kid. Give them 1, 2, 3 warnings. And then if it happens again, then let the natural consequence happen. And so that is just kind of a good way to manage behaviors and get kids to do the things that you want them to do without having to rule with an iron fist and always be thinking about how you're going to get them to do what you want to do. Just let the consequences happen. They will learn on their own because they will think it through and figure it out eventually. I hope that helps.